Hi, Jason Phillips from autoappraise.com. Down in northern Detroit today, checking out a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air two-door post. Rock and roll. Got a 350 Chevy transplanted motor, 200 R4 overdrive trans, upgraded American Racing 17-inch wheels. The rears are slightly bigger than the fronts. No major curb scuff going on there. A little general polishing would help them out a bit. The body's visually straight. This tail panel's been changed, and you can see the tail panel protrudes a little more on this side past the radius of the deck lid than it should. The deck lid sits up just a little bit high there in the back. Doors open and close with a nice two-finger effort. Other one does the same. This door skin's in a bit better shape than the passenger one. You can see the skin lip there. Got still photos of that for the potential buyer on it. And there's a little bit of mud and filler in the bottom of the other passenger door. We laid a business card style magnet all the way around the vehicle, and the magnetic adhesion is particularly good. Magnets will hang just about everywhere on the car, with the exception of a few small spots in the dog legs of the right quarter, and a small spot in the dog leg of the left quarter, and a small spot on the bottom of the fender, and then a little area right in here on both quarters. Got 2.5-inch exhaust with a cross pipe. I'd call it an X pipe, but it's a big giant cross pipe. Give you a quick view of the underbody. We just got it off the hoist. Finished up about a 3-hour long inspection. Stock rear end with new relief springs. These floor supports look to be in pretty good shape. Bushings got some pancaking and dry cracking present, but nothing too horrible. There's been some patches up on the inner rocker structure, small ones. I hope those are coming out. I'm just kind of giving you a splash on the way down there. Floor pans in the center of the vehicle look pretty good. Back 7 or 8 inches of the trunk pan's been sectioned. Paint's got a nice reflective quality. You can read small bold print up high, down low. It was color sanded about the same. Still has a lot of, got about 6 coats of clear on it according to the owner who painted it. Still has a little bit of orange peel and wave in that clear that I don't know if it's too hard to block out at this point or not, but overall it presents nice as a good driver quality car. Engine bay is fairly original and unrestored. Firewall was painted a while back. You can see a little original color on it. Updated MSD 6A box, updated distributor, 3-shift 350 Chevy with Corvette 10 Bel covers, upgraded Edelbrock single feed carb, Edelbrock breather, upgraded power brakes, dual proportionary valve. It's got tubular style control arms in the front sway bar. It's dropped in the front, disc brake added. Brakes are in pretty good shape. Let's take it for a ride down the road. We got an aluminum aftermarket radiator, air conditioning that's blowing cold, later model GM power steering, and power brakes. Got all the original glass in the car. A few hairline scratches here and there, but the tint on them covers them up nicely. There's some delamination in the vent windows. A little bit of pitting on these vent frames on both sides. It's original headliner in the car, and you can see there's some glue marks where they changed the door cording. At least I think they changed the door cording. I'm not positive about that. Dash presents pretty good. We had a cold oil pressure reading of 40 pounds. Stone cold engine when we started out, and temperature's coming up to about 190 right now. We'll take her for a ride and see how she goes. The horn button's hidden down there. Wipers work. We checked those out. The lights are operable, front and rear. Turn signals are flashing on the inside. I had them flashing a minute ago. There we go. A little bit tricky. The steering wheel is out of a 65.
Steering column.
the column, I'm sorry, I said wheel. It's a tilt column out of a 64 Chevy. And the glove box works, you just saw that happen. The Prindle's no longer matched up to that 4-speed transmission. It's got standard seats in it. They've been recovered in a leather or a pleather, two-tone burgundy and gray, match the exterior of the vehicle. A little bit of typical seat bolster wear on the driver's side. A few little cat paw scratches in the rear on the upper cushion, but otherwise the seat's in really good shape. Aftermarket seat belts have been added, 4 of them.
It does work. I've got it unplugged in the back.
The stereo wasn't checked today. It's unplugged in the back. It's got an aftermarket Panasonic CD player that was cut into the dash. The air conditioning does blow cold, and it's got a remote. Power steering seems to work nice. Brake pedal didn't net us any bad results in the parking lot. Let's see what it does. Turn signals are a little tricky. You got to mess around to get them just right. It's a mild shift. Speedometer's working. Got a little bit of a bump in the cable there, but a little bit of float. We'll hop on the freeway for a mile or two. It's Friday afternoon near Detroit. We don't want to get caught in too much traffic. Don't hear any unusual noises going down the road right now. I got my hands off the wheel and the car seems to be tracking nice and straight. It's got the wider profile ZR rated tires. Temperature's actually coming down a little bit. We're down around 150. Kick it down, make it move a little bit if that's alright with you. Transmission seems to shift in a pretty normal fashion. Speedo's showing about 75 miles an hour right now, and traffic's leaving us behind just a little bit. That might need a little bit of calibration, or else everybody's in a hurry. It's Friday. Hard to tell. Sanded air compressor and the air conditioning seems to be working good. The odometer does appear to be turning.
Here, another half mile. Whichever.
I'm going to apply the brakes. I've actually got my hands off the wheel right now. You can't see that, but the brakes apply very nice. No soft pedal, no pulse noted. The D10 or the kickdown on this, electronic kickdown on this. There it goes, just shifted down back into first gear status. Hey, if you're injured, give that girl a call right there. She'll help you out. While we're at it, Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, 310 inspectors on the ground nationwide out doing pre-purchase inspections. Just got done with about a 3.5 hour inspection on this car. Jacked it up, we put it on a hoist. It was an easier day. Got over 300 still photos of it. And magnet tested the body. We're test driving it now. We graded the paint, graded the interior, trunk, under hood, etc. Checked all the fluids. And from what I can tell, it's a good driver quality car. Not necessarily the car you're going to enter in a top Chevy 100. But nothing to be ashamed about taking to the local A&W. Some of the trim is original on the car. It has some stage 1 and stage 2 pitting and plating fade and patina. Bumpers look pretty good. It definitely runs, no flat spot in the accelerator noted. I'll show you that my hands are off the wheel again, and I'm going to step on the brakes, and the car is stopping nice and straight. Little pull, if any, to the right side, but so I better quit that. 800-301-3886 or email us cars@autoappraise.com. If we can do an inspection for you, if you need a car looked at, let us know. We'll cover you in every state. Thanks for watching the video today. Leave us some positive, favorable feedback. This car was inspected today for a potential purchaser who was thinking about buying it but didn't want to make a plane flight up here and rent a car and go see it. Hence the reason we're out here doing this car today.
Next one.
So if I can just make it another 300 yards without wrecking it, we're going to be in really good shape today. Last comments about the interior. It's got original aluminum on the dash, older paint on the dash, a little crack in the clock lens. The clock's not working, but it's an air-conditioned, power steering, power brakes car. Upgraded dual reservoir, master cylinder. Boy, temp runs nice. It's holding about 120, 130. Oil pressure's holding up about 37, 38 pounds on the gauge, which is sufficient after going a few miles. VIN tag properly mounted on the post, body tag properly mounted on the firewall. It's not the correct color, of course. Yeah. A little bit of condensation coming out of that right tailpipe. The left one looks pretty clean. I don't see any black or blue floating there. I'll give you a better angle of that. Trunk pan's solid. It's got an older mat, mini spare. These tools aren't tied down. They can stand to be tied down rear mount battery. This pan was sectioned right along in there with a normal unit. This tail, this bumper filler panel was changed. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, 800-301-3886. One more time, that's our number. Thanks again for watching the video, and subscribe to our channel. Consider subscribing and checking out some of our other cool videos. Have a great day.